Hi Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at your person and their actions towards you in the present and the near future, okay? I do have my little guest with me today. He's been pretty chill, just sitting up there watching and listening along. But make sure you do like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that, especially just being such a small channel. But today we are using the Green Glyphs Lenormand. I also have two Love Oracle decks here as well. So we've got the Soul Connection When Two Hearts Meet deck, as well as the Romantic Fairy Love Oracle. All right, so getting into it for you today, Sagittarius. Sagittarius and your person. Okay. Saggy and your person and their current actions towards you, Sagittarius. Love language, acts of service. All right, so actions speak louder than words. So paying attention to this person's actions at the moment, that's going to give you some clues to their emotions towards you. We also do see the reaching out card. All right, expect a phone call or text from your person of interest. So for those of you who aren't in current communication with this person, expect a phone call or a text very, very soon from this person. Otherwise, if you are in constant contact with this person, it is just letting you know that they're kind of like reaching out that hand to connect on a deeper level, is what I'm kind of feeling. That, it's kind of that reaching out just to connect more deeply with you. So watching those actions closely, because this person will be sort of reaching out to you in some way. All right. So for some of you, I'm feeling too that they may be asking for help. All right. Just intuitively there, they may be reaching out to ask for some sort of help or support as well. All right. But we'll have a look with the Lenormand. Sagittarius, your person's current actions towards you. Okay, and clarity for that third card. Please clarify that third card for our Saggies. Yeah, but what is it about, please? All right, so yeah, don't you love it when your intuition is confirmed? We definitely do see someone reaching out here with the letter coming through first. So that is communication, texting, phone calls, as we saw with that reaching out card. It can also be, letters, documents, talking in person, online, all that sort of thing as well. But definitely some sort of communication coming from this person towards you, Sagittarius. And what they're coming towards you with here, we do have the ring. Okay, so they're wanting to connect deeper. Once again, they're wanting to connect deeper. They're wanting to reach out and strengthen this connection with you. All right, so that's pretty straightforward so far. But then we do see the mountain. All right, and that was clarified by the clover. All right, so the mountain there, it really does talk about an obstacle or a challenge. I feel like this is for your person, something that they are perceiving as an obstacle or a challenge, not necessarily even within this connection. It may be elsewhere in their life that they're facing some sort of delay or obstacle. All right, when I've asked for what is it, we do see the lady there. Okay, so that does sort of let us know that it's something emotional. All right, something along the lines of emotion. the feminine does have a lot more emotion connected to that. So this obstacle or challenge that this person is facing is like an emotional challenge, something going on within them, the way that they nurture themselves, even the way that they sort of take care of themselves. They are, just a little bit challenged at the moment with that. We do have that clarified by the clover, which does talk about, there's good luck. They're going to be able to overcome this obstacle with that clover clarifying that there. But for maybe one or two of you, this obstacle that this person is facing, this can sometimes, it talks about taking a chance, taking a risk. So it can sometimes refer to gambling. All right. And I'm just feeling that for a couple of you here, this is someone struggling with gambling addiction. All right. And that's what they're getting emotional about, is losing money or something along. They took a risk that didn't pay off. So not just gambling, outright gambling. It could also be like an investment that didn't pay off, or, some sort of, because it gives you, like risk factors, and investments are like a risk as well. It's like a financial risk, some sort of risk that this person has taken that has maybe turned out to be an obstacle in their path. All right, so I do feel for a lot of them, this is some sort of financial risk that was taken and is now creating an obstacle for this person trying to get through that. So definitely could be looking at a gambling addiction for some of them, and that's why they're sort of reaching out to you, maybe asking for help. So a lot of them, though, it's the emotional component that they need the help with, not necessarily what to do on a physical level, but it's the emotional component that they're really sort of struggling with. That is the obstacle for them, dealing with the emotional side of this. But they are wanting to strengthen this connection with you. But we'll have a look at what's going on in the near future. Okay, Sagittarius and your person. Near future for Sagittarius and your person. Rekindle. Okay, every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So I don't feel as though this is talking about, a whole brand new relationship being rekindled or anything like that. I don't feel like this is reconciliation energy. I feel like this is just within this connection, that within this connection itself, there's something that needs to be rekindled. And once again, that may be why they're reaching out to you, because they're wanting to, strengthen that bond and get back to a specific time in the connection that they really, gained a lot from that, that those magical moments within that connection that really, created that bond in the first place. So this really can be talking about, like recreating your first date and that sort of thing as well, going back to places that you've been before where you really have felt the bond between each other strongly, going back to those places, either physical places or just places within the connection, which is, once again, I'm getting the vibe of that acts of service. Once again, this person's actions. So they may actually say something to you directly about, I want us to go back to this coffee shop that we first met, this, where we had our first date, or I want us to go back to this place within our connection, because, they're just feeling that they need that emotional support at the moment, and this is just them reaching out and asking for your help, in order to help them recreate that same energy within themselves, where they're, I feel like they're just drawn in easily by the negativity at the moment. I feel they're just having some emotional obstacles, and they just need to rekindle that spark of happiness within themselves, and that's probably why they're reaching out to you for help with that. because if they can find that happy spark with you again, it will help them, find that happy in the rest of their lives as well. All right. And we do also have remarkable. Okay, it does say notice everything remarkable about your relationships. But I do feel every time I see this card, I do get very drawn to the fact that, we do have music written on the page there, with the two rings. Okay, so it really does inspire me to talk about music that connects the two of you, and even just rekindling the relationship by playing those songs that are important to the both of you, and help rekindle those emotions, of this is our song, or this song always reminds me of you, and that sort of thing. So noticing those remarkable things that have happened in the past between the two of you, and maybe rekindling some of those moments for this person as well. But we'll have a look with the lenormand. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius and your person. Your person's near future actions towards you, Saggy. Why? Clarify that, please. Please clarify. Why does this affect Sagittarius? All right, so in the near future, we are seeing a little bit more about these obstacles this person is going through emotionally. All right, so I do feel as though, to just let you know, Sagittarius, that these obstacles that this person is going through emotionally, it may take them a while to get through this. And for some of you, this is why we're seeing things like rekindling the remarkable moments, and strengthening the bond of this connection, because this person seems to be very not, it doesn't seem as bad right now, but in the future it feels like it may be getting a little bit worse for this person, that they're very confused about what they want. And what we have, firstly, we have the mouse, followed by the lily. All right, so this is their emotions eating away at them. All right, this is their, that emotional distress that these emotional challenges that they're having are going to be eating away at this person. It's not going to just go away by itself suddenly. This person's emotion, I even feel like, to the point where for some of these people, their emotional stability is going to be affected for a while. Like, and we may even be seeing, with this, we may even be seeing some, severe emotional distress, like somebody having, deeper mental issues, serious depression coming through here. All right, because we also have the snake energy. All right, so this is them, like, I kind of feel like this is them denying that they're having this emotional distress. They're kind of in this energy of everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, but they're not. They're struggling emotionally. Their emotions are sort of eating away at them, and eating away at them, and eating away at them. And they're like, it's fine, I'm going to get through it, I'll be fine. But it's not. It's kind of taking a lot longer for them to get through this than they thought than it would. So this is them kind of, following temptation to be like, no, everything's fine, but also that self-deceit of telling themselves it's fine, when deep down they know that it's not. We also see that clarified by the fox. Okay, so the fox is them kind of trying to be clever, trying to deceive themselves about how their emotions are. It's them kind of trying to stay away from their emotions. And you may find in the near future this person acting quite independently and going off on their own type energy with that fox energy, following their own passions, telling themselves, oh, it's fine, but knowing deep down that it's not, and that they're not following their true passions. They're allowing themselves to get led by temptation. So in the example of this, if this is somebody who is afflicted with gambling addictions, we may be seeing someone going, oh, it's not that bad, and then, going astray and, going back to the addiction, and then, no, I'm all good, and then going back, it's that kind of energy where it kind of eats away at them, that they know deep down that their emotions need to be helped, and they need your help, but it kind of feels like it's going to eat away at them for a bit longer than we're prepared for here. We also have the crossroad there. So we do see that this person does need to make a clear decision on, in the near future, after, we do find them sort of going astray a little bit and deceiving themselves about how serious this is for them. And then they're sort of needing to, it's kind of coming through both ways, that they're needing to make a clear decision about, hang on, what do I actually want? Because they are feeling very clouded in the near future with where they're traveling. And it's kind of like, do I want to keep going down this path or not? So they are needing to sort of make a clear choice to either stop that path or continue on that path. But I'm also getting the sense that this is part of their path, to have this struggle and this turmoil. This is actually part of this person's path. But the reason that you need to know about it is that, so, we have the heart and the key there. It's so that you can open your heart to this person and just love them, show them unconditional love. But be aware that it may be a bit of a struggle for you both in the near future with this connection. We are seeing a bit of a struggle on your person's side of things, that they are facing some emotional obstacles. And like I said, for some of you, this is somebody struggling with mental issues. But the reason you need to know about this is so that, if you want to succeed with love with this person, you need to open your heart to them and show them unconditional love while they're going through this, and while they need, help lead them, but also allow them to have some space to go through this, because they need to go through this, unfortunately. It's one of those things like, sometimes we do need to, it's like the Tower card in tarot, like sometimes we need to allow that tower to smash and break, because it's what we need for our highest good, so that we can learn the lessons and move forward in a much more positive way. And it kind of feels like that's what's happening here with your person. They're having a bit of a tower moment they need to deal with. And the best thing you can do is just be there for them, I suppose. But outcomes for our Sagittarians with this situation, please. Outcomes for Saggy. Outcomes for Sagittarius and your person. Yeah, we have unexpected connection as well as rendezvous. All right, so opposites attract as well as a private getaway for two is calling you. So there may be the need for you to sort of get this person away from everything, take them, away from themselves for a little while, have a bit of a rendezvous moment with this person, and reestablish that connection. And there's an unexpected element there as well. So doing something unexpected, it may be an unexpected rendezvous, doing something that this person doesn't expect to show them that you do care. Remember, right back at the start, we did have that acts of service. So your actions are going to speak louder than your words at this time for this person as well. So it does just feel as though, this person will be reaching out to you for a little bit of emotional support in the near future, is kind of what we're getting with all that. And if you do love them, then, showing them that you love them and being there for them and opening your heart to them is the best thing you can do for this person. Remember how remarkable this connection is at the end of the day, and help this person on this journey. All right. But free will exists. If that's not something you are capable of doing for this person, then that is perfectly fine as well. All right. But anything, love aside, all right, we'll move all that away from our energy for a second, and we'll have a quick look at, is there any important messages that you yourself need to hear? Sagittarius, any important messages for our Sagittarians? Okay. So we do have the ship flew on out there nice and fast. So this is an adventure that's about to set sail. We're about to get started on this adventure. It's going to come in hard and heavy quickly, pretty much there. And but this is you too. This is totally separate for a lot of you as well, all right? Because for a lot of you, this is actually talking about moving house, all right? We have a house there as well as that ship. So for some of you, this is directly talking about moving house. For some of you, this is that rendezvous. This is that getting away, going somewhere. This can be travel and distance, going to a different house for a little while, change of scenery, holiday home, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I feel like that's what we're seeing here too, is that, for some of you, we are moving house, and that's what this is talking about. It could be talking about overseas with that ship energy, traveling some sort of distance to, this cute little house. So whether it be a house, a hotel, whatever, there's security for you in that. Okay, so even if you're not, even if we're staying totally away from that whole situation, you may need to do this just for yourself. Get away and have a little holiday house getaway for yourself for a couple of days or whatever. But we do see some travel to, it could be traveling to the family home as well for some of you. Like if your family home is elsewhere to where you are, it could definitely be, traveling to home, wherever home is for you. Visiting home, visiting the parents, whatever, that sort of thing can be what that is as well. It definitely could be moving home. So like I said, a lot of you, this definitely could be moving home in the near future as well. But it's also just in general too, it's moving towards some sort of stability and security, safety for yourself, all right? Finding your own safety zone, your safe little bubble, and really traveling towards that and making sure we've got that safe and secure for ourselves in the long run, especially too if we're dealing with this sort of stuff as well. All right, but that's what we have for you today, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but hopefully that resonated. And I'll see you all again soon.